Kreia was a female human, and during her early life she became a Jedi. Her time in the Jedi Order was spent as a historian, a counselor, and she even achieved the rank of Master. Highly skilled in meditation techniques, Kreia would begin to lose her eyesight. Instead of having them medically repaired, she would rely on the Force to guide her, and over time, she would lose her eyesight completely. During her decades as a Master, she trained many students, and each student, she would question their concept of power. Of all her students, the most notable one was none other than Revan. Revan would eventually choose to leave her teachings for Master Dorak and Zar Leston. However, when the Mandalorian Wars would begin, it was Kreia who urged her students to join him, as she believed the heart of the Force was within him. While Revan was out on his own journey, Kreia would be exiled from the Order, and her students would be deemed failures, which was spearheaded by the Jedi Master Atreus. Atreus believed that Kreia's teachings led to the dark side. Now in exile, Kreia would retrace Revan's footsteps through many worlds, which led her to Malachor V, a nexus of darkside energies, and the home of an ancient darkside temple, the Traya Academy. Kreia would be fully engulfed by the Sith teachings, and be reborn as Darth Traya, Lord of Betrayal. She would also learn of the Sith in the Outer Rim, and suspected that Revan would be the one to bring them down, and she would continue his Sith legacy in the known galaxy. Traya would bring Sion and Nihilus to the forefront of her teachings, which taught them greater knowledge. The two groups so far past the teachings of Revan's way, they sought to end Traya. Sion and Nihilus confronted her, the Traya's core, stripped her of the Force, and exiled her. Nihilus would become the Dark Lord of the Sith, and Sion would roam the galaxy to destroy all the remaining Jedi. Now, exiled from the Sith and the Jedi, Traya would seek out a former student, Meeter Surik. Surik was a great friend of Revan's, and after her detonation of the mass shadow generator at the end of the Mandalorian Wars, she was also in exile and wound of the Force. Traya would manipulate Surik, which we will explore in other videos, but in the end, Surik would defeat Sion and Nihilus, and finally, in the inner depths of the Traya Academy, Surik would face off against Darth Traya, who had restored her Force abilities, and after a brutal battle, Traya would be defeated. Surik would forgive her, and as an award for Surik's resolve as a Jedi, Traya shared her visions of the future, that she hoped she would follow Revan's path and help wherever he may be. Kreia would also tell Surik that she was a true Jedi, a lost Jedi, and that a new Jedi Order could be built, if she chose so. Surik would ultimately choose Revan, and Traya succumbed to her wounds, and Surik would begin her last journey, the search for Revan.